Hey guys, so today we're going to be installing a Kilmat on a 2008 Subaru Forester. We're gonna try to do the trunk first. So first thing what you want to do is we want to start taking these things out all the way, including the tires, all the recovery things that are in the vehicle, and perhaps be able to take these part off too. I guess we'll see how things go and update you guys. So as you can see, for the tray that was here, there is a little bit of like a clip that's right there. So you have to kind of pry it from this side and then slowly work its way out. This side did have some problem, so what we did was once we got this side out, we just kind of slid towards the passenger side and pulled it out all the way. So now what we're going to be doing is vacuuming all of this and wiping it down, perhaps with some alcohol, probably like just rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, which are the same thing. So that's what we'll do, and then heat up the panel with the heat gun and also the Kilmat and apply it on there. Okay, now we did vacuum. Some of the grimes that's in here are actually, we will have to use some warm water with a little bit of soap and wet towel to just wipe everything, and also get a dry towel and then wipe it over. And then once we're done with that, we'll vacuum one more time just to get all the grimes out, because when you apply the Kilmat, you really don't want any kind of like dust or like small rocks underneath, because you know you always want to apply it properly the first time. So yeah. Okay, so now we have everything vacuumed. What we're going to be doing is just grabbing like a plastic trim panel remover and try to get this off. It looks like that might be the last one that we might have to take off. And we're also going to be sound deadening this part. Literally all the metal part, we're going to try to just put sound deadening on it. So what I have done is I just measured with the measuring tape on this part where the spare tire sits on. That measures about 2.5 inch. So I just measured 2.5 inch from here to here, made a circle, and then we're just gonna cut it out with X-Acto knife. Obviously it's not gonna be a perfect circle, but it's gonna be as good as it's gonna get. So and then we'll put this one in the middle and then start coming out up and all the way flat so there's no yeah, just the bigger one. So as you can see, this is the progress that we have made so far. Entire spare wheel area is done, including the side. And now we're going to be cleaning this area a little bit and then covering it up with the sound deadening material.